I heard it. And
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Sauce in the City Late Night Comedy Game Show.
I was over there the other night selling shirts. And
featuring the best comedians around the country showing up here. We got Joey Lee. We got Steven. We got Randy down in Florida. And I'm your host, Damian Seaman, a.k.a. Dickie Headass.
Are you ready?
Welcome, everyone. This is a live show. No takebacks, no edits. Everything that comes out of our mouths stays out of our mouths. There's no going back in there. So as we move along, I'm going to send it over to the cast. Introducing Joey Lee from Ohio. Say hi, Joey Lee.
Hey, Damian, how's it going?
Good, good, good.
Hey, I'm really excited about tonight having you be the host. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Right on. And Randy Holton.
Hey, David. How's it going?
What's up? What's going on? How's it down in Tampa?
That's not bad. It's good times down there in Tampa. I always like to drive down into the crackhead lane, and I get some very good entertainment down there. Down in Nebraska.
And Stephen Thompson all the way from Maine, Bangor.
All the way from Bangor, Maine. I can't wait for tonight's show. It's going to be a fun show. Let's have some good time out here tonight. Thank you for being host, Damien. That's going to be interesting.
Right on, right on, right on. And we have our sponsor spotlight. Tune in.
About our spotlight.
Whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thank you, Joey Lee.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
He's running out of gas.
Breathe.
Oh.
My friend, Mr. Phil Strickland. Hi, Phil Strickland.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? Shoot, that's what I'm talking about. I'm back here at the fire station trying to protect the people and all that. Can I tell you where I'm working at? No, I can't, because I'll get in trouble from the chief, and I don't want to get in trouble because that ain't good and whatnot. So, but either way, I'm here. I'm ready to play the game. I play to win. Brenda, I play to win. All right? Let's make sure we know that. I play to win. You already know what I'm saying.
Nobody ever shows up to lose. So
well, I really play to win. All right? I'm out there catching interceptions, causing fumbles. Oh, I'm making it happen. We in Ohio State. Boy, this is Ohio country right here. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. So, shoot. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know how I make it happen. Give it to me, folks.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it is good to have you back on our stream for as long as we could possibly have you.
Thank you. As long as no bells ring.
As long as no bells ring. I'd like for you to tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, who's your favorite player so far on Sauce in the City? And you can't vote for yourself.
Well, my favorite player is first off, I gotta appreciate the player with the most points, and that's Althea. Now you may think that she got a little attitude and she'll sit back with her book and be like she owed something. Like she owed something. And I appreciate all the points that she got. However, I'm trying to win. All right, so there's that. I'm about tired of all this being drugged through the mud all week and stuff. So we're gonna make something happen. Now, as for I'm also looking at the good sportsmanship and whatnot, and I can't call that for myself. But I sure be trying to go for it and stuff because I'm gonna smile, laugh with you, but don't be fooled. Don't be fooled with the smile. Meekness does not mean weakness.
Whoa,
And that was our spotlight.
Let's talk about the spotlight. Yeah. Phil Strickland.
Thank you, Joey Lee. And now we have Blackout to start our show. This is where the comedians have a topic of discussion and the other comedians have to agree or disagree. And we will start with the first question.
Well, before we get started with the first question, we need somebody to answer the question. So since Malfunction Junction just made his way back on the stream, we'll allow him to be contestant number 1. Hi, Malfunction Junction.
Hello.
Are you ready for your first question?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And just to fill the people in who are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, one of the game rules is Malfunction Junction will receive $1 for every person in the cast that he agrees with. And if he gets all 4 of them to light up, including Damien, our host, he will receive $5. But if no one on the panel agrees with him, that is what we call a blackout. And Malfunction Junction will forfeit the rest of his questions. Each contestant gets 3 questions in their bank. Malfunction Junction, now are you ready for question number 1?
I am.
All right. This is creating quite a stir on my page. As you can see, somebody decided to get very innovative and turn a shopping cart into a a grill. So do you think this is genius or ghetto? What you think, Malfunction Junction?
Well, I'm going to go with ghetto in the way of resourcefulness and homelessness. Haven't done that once before. Don't tell nobody. But yeah, that's ghetto as hell.
All right, Cass. If you agree with Malfunction Junction and you think it's ghetto as hell, leave your cameras on because that means you lighten up the screen and you agree. And if you think that it is innovative, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Malfunction Junction. Do you think more of the cast thought it was genius, or do you think they agreed with you and said ghetto?
I think a few of them would have said ghetto. The only ones that would say it was genius are the ones that are not smart enough to burn all the chemical coating off of it before they throw the meat on there.
Well, here are your results. Look, you got Randy Holton to agree with you, so you came very close to a blackout, but Randy Holton saved your butt. Randy Holton, you agree with Malfunction Junction? You think this is ghetto?
It's definitely ghetto. They're lucky they didn't use a plastic one.
Oh, jeez. All right, Malfunction Junction. Everybody else, cameras back on. It is time for question number 2. You have $1 in your bank. Thank God Randy is a good sport. and decided to think on your side. Are you ready for question number 2?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Who was wealthier, Iron Man or Batman? What do you think, Malfunction Junction? Now, nobody ever knows it. It's not Googleable, but it does create quite a fight on my social media pages. So who do you think was wealthier?
I do believe that would be Tony Stark. Hands down.
And that's
Iron
which
Man.
one? I'm a girl.
That don't make no. You don't get to pull that card. Hell no.
Okay. Tony
You got
Stark.
Bruce Wayne left or Tony Stark right, whatever it is on my. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's Iron Man. He's the one with all the money.
Okay. All right, for all you women out there who didn't know just like me, he says Iron Man. All right, cast, including our VR host or VR co-host, Damien. If you agree with Malfunction Junction and you think it was Tony Stark, leave your cameras on. If you disagree and you think it was Batman, turn your cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, very interesting. All right, Malfunction Junction. How do you think you did?
Well, based off your tone, not very well. I probably lost.
Well, I can say this: you did better than I thought you did. Are you ready to see your results?
Well, sure, always, even if it's positive.
You have Randy Holton and Stephen Douglas who agree with you. So I'm going to ask, okay, Damien, you say Batman was definitely richer or wealthier than Iron Man. How you figure that?
Well, because Batman was all about Gotham, and he owned all of Gotham. It was Batman's place.
Everybody please turn your cameras off and hold them in the position so that I don't lose my space of where I was. Thank you. All right. Well, he did have all of Gotham. You are absolutely correct about that. And the whole city is a lot more. Joey, why is your camera on? For what reason?
Oh, I thought you said they all turned theirs back on. Okay.
All right. All right. I was in the middle of saying something profound and then Joey just like threw me out there. Anyway, all right. Well, you have one. Now you can turn on your camera, Joey. You just jumped the gun. Why do you think that Bruce Wayne was wealthier than Tony Stark?
Well, number one, he had a Batman series with like on the TV show, and then there was a bunch of Batman movies, and then there was a bunch of like the Penguin and the whatever they had like on like Netflix or whatever. So all those residuals together made him so rich. Plus, he already had a ton of money, like Damien said, to begin with.
Okay.
That.
I definitely.
Spider-Man did. What do you have? A few movies. That's it.
Well, first of all, that was Iron Man, not Spider-Man.
Iron Man. Sorry.
It's all good. All right, Malfunction Junction. You have $2 more, which gives you a total of 3. Are you ready for your last and final question?
Hell yeah. Come on, Big Mac.
I love it. What if your lifespan is increased by 50 healthy years, but you step on a Lego brick when you least expect it a couple of times a day for the rest of your life? Would you take it? Or would you say, I'm good and I'll just deal with what I got?
I'm not even worried about the Lego brick. Don't threaten me with 50 more years of the Hell no, I want off the ride now. What do you mean? This place sucks.
He said, "Don't threaten me with 50 more years."
I'll dive at all the Legos like Scrooge McDuck's fucking coins if I can just stay away from the world. No. Uh-uh.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, so you'll escape the 50 years. You'll just deal with what you have left.
Yep. If I die tomorrow, it'd be not soon enough.
All righty. Well, you guys on the cast, if you think that you're good with the next 20, 30 years that you got left, and you agree with Malfunction Junction, leave your cameras on. But if you would go for the long haul and take that 50 years and have to step on some Legos every now and again, cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. All right. How do you think you did on this one, Malfunction Junction?
Well, I believe there's a lot of people that are going to tiptoe by the window through the Legos a lot.
All right. Well, I'll leave you and our audience in suspense no longer. Count to 3 for me.
1, 2, 3. Did you see how to do that, Randy? 3.
Well, you didn't black out, which was a good thing. Damien agreed with you. He said, just give me the 20, 30 I have left, and I'm good with that. Damien, tell us more.
Yeah, I agree with his suicidal tendencies. If they're much more bullshit, I mean, just get me the fuck out of here. 50 more years? Really? The last 50 were fun enough. I'm good.
I love it. Randy Holton, camera on. You say, give me those 50 years and I'll deal with the Legos, huh?
Well, that's what they make aspirin for. The Legos. You're going to throw down a couple aspirin. You're good to go. I'll be a multi-billionaire in 50 more years. Come on.
You step on the Lego?
Joey Lee, camera on. You say, give me those 50 years and the Legos.
Yeah, I would wear my my ice fishing boots that have like these little spikes on them from slipping on the ice. So if I stepped on with one of those boots on, I wouldn't slip. There you go.
There
50
you go.
years.
And you get 50 more years.
Yay.
Steven Douglas, camera on. You say, give me those 50 and the Legos.
Yeah, give me the 50 years. I think if you step on a few Legos, it keeps your mind sharp and you're more focused. I'll take the 50 years. I love a good obstacle.
I love it too. And you guys did really good, and you helped Malfunction Junction make. So we had, wait a minute, we had 2, then we had 1, that's 3. And then what did we have on here? 2 more, no, 1 more, $4. So give it up for Malfunction Junction and the $4. All right, great job. All right, now, Damien, I'm going to leave it up to you to pick your next victim and take them through it. What say you, co-host?
Oh, I got to go with Mr. Joey Lee. I was like his answers and his monk references. I was waiting for him to get the chimes out when he was singing earlier.
Oli, 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 oli,
Like it's
oli.
Is it okay for a woman to ask a man out first, Joey?
Yes. Yes. I say yes again. How many times do I have to say it? Yes.
Has it ever happened to you?
Right.
All right, so your answer is yes.
Yes. It's yes.
Okay, so everyone else on the panel, if you think that the woman, you think it's okay for a woman to ask on the first date, leave your cameras on. If you don't think a woman should ask for the first date, turn your cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
You're playing too, VR. Oh
Am I
no,
supposed
no,
to
you're
All
not.
right.
No,
against
you're not.
myself?
No, you're not. You got it.
Odie, 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 odie.
Okay, if you want to see how you did, Brenda's going to have to turn the camera back on to see who agreed with you. We all did. Actually, no. Stephen is in Bangor. Decides no, the woman should not ask for the first date. All right, go ahead. Give us your reasons why.
So I want to be able to talk to the woman and say, "Hello, darling. You want to come out and go on a date with me?" and have them reject me. I love rejection.
Who hurt you?
Did I win
Well,
everybody
Joey, it
except
looks
him?
like you got 3.
Woo! Let me get my wallet.
On to the next question. All right, out of these 4 movies, one's got to go. What movie has to go, Joey?
Okay. Don't. What's that one? What in
House
upper right
Party.
hand corner? What is it?
House
Don't-
Party,
House Party.
The
I
Last
know.
Dragon, Friday,
What's the fourth
and Don't
Don't be a
Menace.
menace.
one? Ha!
Don't be a menace in somewhere. Drinking juice in the hood or something of that
Like
nature.
Dennis the
Anyway.
Menace. Like Dennis the Menace.
That's the menace.
Hello, Mr. Wilson.
I think I've seen that movie like one time. But
I'm
one
gonna
has
pick the Menace guy. He's probably a remake of Dennis the Menace. Mr. Wilson, may I come
Okay,
over and
if you
screw up
guys-
your life?
All right, gentlemen on the panel, if you agree that's the one that needs to go, leave your cameras on. If you think another one needs to go, turn your cameras off. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to find out here shortly. All right, again, Stephen. Stephen doesn't agree with you. Me and Randy, Tony doesn't
Yeah,
agree with
I'd
you either.
want
So
the last
which one did you want off, Stephen?
I'd want The Last Dragon off. The other 3 movies were really good, I thought, comedic wise. You got 3 comedy shows and 1 drama.
All right, Tony.
Well, I was going to go with House Party. That dude's weird fucking afro just gets all over me, and I can't look at it. I just can't do it. Like, why would you do that to your head? And just think that you look like a cigarette butt, bro. Like, why?
Those guys
Tony
are cool,
doesn't like Kid
especially
and
the
Play.
guy with
Okay.
a big afro. The Kid and Play. Kid and Play. You can't take away Kid and Play.
So how much money does that give him at the end of his
He's
second
got
question?
5.
He took food
He's
out of
got
my
5
mouth.
total.
Okay. So he has
5.
5. All right. Here is your last question.
Do women want love or attention more, Joey? You should know this one. Do women want love or attention more?
Love.
Hmm.
That's why the Bible says, men, love your wives, because if we were already doing it, he wouldn't tell us. He's basically hinting to
Okay.
us, hey, they want what? They want love.
All right, gentlemen, if you agree with Joey Lee, leave your cameras on at the count of 3. If you disagree and you think they want attention, put your cameras off on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And the panel says Randy's the only one who agrees with you.
He's got Alzheimer's.
He's the smartest one.
But I think they're running together, love and attention. So if they think you love you, then they want more attention to be around you. So it's kind of a toss up in a way, but I think love is certainly expressing that sometimes can be quite a problem.
Well, me personally, I know they want attention or there wouldn't be strip clubs. So I'm going with attention. They love attention and money. Yeah, fuck love.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to agree with that. They want attention. They could care less about love because when you don't pay attention, they're always screaming, "You never pay attention to me. You never pay attention." So, definitely they need attention.
Been doing that.
You know, I kind of feel like if love was the answer, I'd still be married.
Oh,
There you go.
oh.
But
Okay.
my point is, you remember the Love Boat and Love American Style? They didn't call it Attention Boat or a Love or Tension American Style. Huh? You got anything to say about that? I want Phil on for a lifeline. I bet you he'll back me up. Where is
Yeah, I remember
Who's-
Love Bites with Nicolas Cage.
Okay. Well, Joey Lee has $6 leaving this round, and Malfunction
Yay!
Junction has $4 leaving this round, but it's not over yet. There is still room to catch up, and we're gonna go off to our first You Say Trivia question. It's an interactive comedy trivia game, so you folks tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, if you know the answers, this is the moment where I will be looking in the comments and you guys can help our comedic cast along. All right, co-host, I'm going to leave it up to you to pick who's going to go first out of Joey Lee and Malfunction Junction.
Let's go Tony Klein. Let's put him up first.
All right,
Yay.
Tony. This is your chance to win $5. This is an all or nothing round. If the cast gets it incorrect, you win $5. If they get it correct, you lose $0. But you will still be under the guise to do either 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. Beware, the something else is always picked by your castmates. All right. So choose your question wisely and give us 3 viable answers, and we'll take it from there.
All right, guys. So, in what country can you legally marry a dead person as long as you can prove that they wanted to marry you before they died? Is it A, Denmark? Is it B, Wales? Or is it C, France?
Okay. You had me at dead people. So repeat the question and the answers one more time.
All right, I'm going to say it's 2 times slow. Check us out. In what country can you legally marry a dead person as long as you can prove that they wanted to marry you before they died? Is it A, Denmark, B, Wales, or C, France?
Denmark, Wales, or France, co-host. So you guys,
Yeah, well, I'll start it off. Number 1, Wales isn't a country. So it's between Denmark and France, and I'd say Denmark because they also have legalized euthanasia.
But
That's my
then it
choice.
Okay,
Denmark.
I'm ready to lock
sounds
in.
French to me, though. That sounds like they crazy.
A lot of necrophiliacs out there.
But do you think Denmark, huh?
Well, I know
Nope.
Wales isn't a country. It's part of England.
Well, we'll go with Denmark, but I still think
All right,
France.
Denmark.
All right, I'll go with that.
All right, Tony, what's your answer?
It's France, man. You need to listen to the guy with Alzheimer's.
You won.
Who was it?
Well, Malfunction Junction, that gave you $5 to add to your bank, giving you a whopping $9. And now you get to decide whether you want to do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else.
I believe I'll do some comedy.
All right, 3 minutes on the clock. It does not have to
Take
be
it away,
jokes
Tony
or
Klein.
funny.
Take it away.
God, let it be funny.
So, who has anybody ever heard of salvia? You guys ever, you know what that is, salvia? That was one of the things that you could get legally in a head shop to smoke. It wasn't weed either. It's like it said potpourri, not for human consumption. It wasn't K2. It was a sage plant, and it would worst 7 minutes of your life, probably possible hour. And if you smoke it, you go to find your spirit animal or whatever is what they said. I definitely found mine. It was fucking epilepsy. You understand? It was bad. Everything about it was bad. My brother had an out-of-body experience. It really was not an out-of-body experience. The motherfucker got a lazy eye, and it just happened to wander all the way over to the mirror and saw everything else while the other eye was locked dead on me. It was really fucked up. That's weird, man. You can try to like look at him looking at a clock. You ask him what time it is, and his eye will try to find the clock, like the hand there. He's a little different. Y'all know it's dangerous. A black belt with Tourette's. That's really fun. And I'm not talking about the kind where you just blurt shit out. Anybody can scream obscenities. But to really master your motor tics and disguise them as anything that could like punch you in the fucking throat. Shit. My little brother, the one I'm talking about, the lazy eye, I think that gives him an advantage too. He can like see you before you even fucking do anything. He's like a little fucked up chameleon. It's weird. Yeah. He'll he twitches one way and you're done kicked in the teeth before you understand what just happened to you. You know what I mean? It's bad. He has the twitchy all things, and he just reach out and touch me out of nowhere. Wham! Oh shit! What did you do that for? I don't know, man. I can't help it. It's a jerk. It's a thing. That's bullshit. That is what that is. That's one of them cards that people get now. Like the pronouns and all that stuff. Listen, I never thought I'd ever live to see a day where words were more important than black lives or any lives for that matter. I'm sorry, did you call me sir? Yeah, the beard kind of gave that away. What are you, like some weird fucking 12-year-old with a glandular problem? I don't know. Don't know what it is. But I went to school. I failed English on purpose because I thought I spoke it fine. Didn't even know the spell. I didn't even need to understand how the sentences work. None of that. He, she, all the things. Pretty simple to look and see what it is. No, not today. It's weird. It's bad. It's all bad. Like, the hookers out here are way too expensive to even be trying to play that kind of roulette. You don't want to do it. I definitely don't want to do it. Now, all that being said, you guys know what sexual positions create ugly children? Anybody? No? I'm sure you could probably ask your mom. I'm just saying. They should maybe have to tell you. My mom said the way they did it was to. She was
and there it is.
Oh,
Great job, Tony.
So Randy, what did you think about Tony's 3 minutes of comedy?
I always like Tony's comedy. It comes from way out there somewheres.
West Virginia.
Joey Lee, camera on. What did you think of Malfunction Junction's 3 minutes of comedy?
I thought it was pretty good. He had some new stuff in there too. A little bit on the dirty side, though. Says Mr. Clean.
Oh my God, Joey's got the nicest nail beds I've ever seen. He could be a hand model. Stephen Douglas, camera on. What did you think about Malfunction Junction's 3 minutes of comedy?
I'm gonna have to give him some applause. Hold on. There we go. I thought it was. I thought it was great. That was really good.
Okay, very nicely done, sir. Damien, what did you think of Malfunction Junction's 3 minutes?
He's always good. There ain't nothing new about his set. I mean, he's got his style, he's got his swagger, and he makes me want to go to a meeting. So, I mean, I love that.
Oh yeah, I love you, dude.
All right, my VR co-host, it's time for us to get off to the next segment. And here is your slide. Take it away.
All right. Tonight we've got Joey Lee, who's going to be interviewing one of your fellow castmates. And Joey Lee, you get to decide who you want to interview.
Well, I want to interview you, Damien.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Lee is going to be interviewing Dickie Headass. Take it away, Joey Lee.
Okay, let's have our first question. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be, Damien?
If I could wake up and gain one ability or quality, what would be the quality and ability? Oh, the ability to shut up when I'm frustrated with people at a fucking checkout counter. And the quality would be just exactly how rude I could be. I mean, I'm usually a pretty nice guy, but I mean, I'd really want to just go off just to get the reaction from around the supermarket.
Okay, great. Well, it's nice to have you sitting next to me. By the way, did you take a shower today? Because I'm smelling something sitting next to you.
Oh yeah, that's called regret.
Okay. Well, I want to ask you a few questions. First of all, who inspired you, whether it was a person or a comedian? Like, who was some of your favorites growing up and inspiring you to be a comedian?
The person that inspired me was my mother. My brothers were all mechanics and jocks and stuff like that, and I was a pothead, and I listened to Iron Maiden, and I got straight A's. So I didn't really fit in, and I liked to be the center of attention. And my mom, she's the one who encouraged me to do it. So when everyone thought I was foolish for being on stage, playing an old English actor at the Pennsylvania Avenue Players in South Chicago, or the first time I was ever doing stand-up when I was 19 years old at Lavery's Comedy Club in West Side of Chicago. My mother was the one who encouraged it. So that was who inspired me, because she actually did the only comedy set that she ever did was with the Clipper Bar in Whiting, Indiana, which is just south of Chicago. And I wasn't old enough to even get in. And God rest her soul. At her deathbed, she said, "Don't ever give it up." I said, "I won't," and been doing it ever since.
Okay. How about favorite comedian? Who's your favorite comedian?
Robin Williams.
And how come?
Because he's got every skill set that you could imagine for a comedian. He can do improv. His storytelling's amazing. He can do one-liners. He just has the full resume, in my opinion. And he was, unlike a lot of comedians that came off the street, he was actually a graduate of Juilliard. He took his craft very seriously.
Yeah, I loved him too. He was great. He's on. He's got to be on the Mount Rushmore of comedians.
Oh, he's definitely there. Definitely there.
Tell us some milestones in your own comedy career. A few of those from when you first started to now. What are some of the milestones that you can remember?
Well, when I was younger, getting a call back for an audition at Second City, I didn't thought that was possible. And matter of fact, I wasn't even going to go because I was so young. I was only 18. That was a remarkable experience. Let's see. When I got the call to be on Comedy Central at the New York Comedy Club, when I was doing shows in Tampa and Fort Myers and all over the Gulf Coast, this goes back like 18, 19 years ago. That was a lot of fun. I've had my little 15 minutes of fame here and there, but I really just like the work. I like being behind a microphone, having complete command and control of an audience, and making sure that when I got off stage, that don't matter who goes up after me, people hit me out in the parking lot and go, you're the best one there. And that's what I like. I mean, I do have a big ego when it comes to that. And if I can go up and there's a comedian that's doing 20 minutes, someone's doing 15 minutes, and all I can do is 5, I'm going to make sure that my 5 blows everyone else out of the water so they can't follow me. That's always my goal, is to be the best one in the room. But with that being said, I always love collaboration. I like the different styles. I like the Joey Lee style and the Tony Klein style and the Phil Strickland style. And to have those collaborations on stage always opens up new ideas, especially when it comes to improvisational comedy. When you throw something out there, it's always good to have that that variety in sets, so you can play off of each other and it's not so one-sided.
Okay,
There
well,
you go.
thank you very much, Damien. We could have gone on and on and on, but the show's got to keep going. I guess you got to run it from here.
Amen. All right. Well, thanks for interviewing me, Joey Lee.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And this has
You're an
been
Oprah.
this segment of the 3 minute sit the fuck down chair interview, which are dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. That was a great interview, one of the better ones that we've had. So very nicely done, fellas. And thank you, Joey, for being our interviewer. And now it is time for us to get on to the next game. All right,
That's
yeah.
huge.
You can take it from here.
Woo. Woo.
All right. Game rules. You're going to have something that's going to come up on the screen, and you have to sell it. And the 2 people we have participating today, it's going to be Stephen and Tony Klein. You guys are going to battle it out.
No, it has to be the same 2 from the beginning. So it was Tony Klein and Joey who
Okay, so with that being said, it's whoever Brenda said. There you go.
well, Malfunction Junction has $9 and Joey Lee has $6. So this game is worth $1 for everyone that you can convince to purchase the item. If you can convince everybody on the screen, including the VR host, to purchase your item, you'll get a $5 bonus. Everybody understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, VR host, out of Malfunction Junction and Joey Lee, who's going first?
Joey Lee.
All right, Joey Lee, you have $6. Here's your chance to catch up. And here is your item up for sale. We got the positive poo. I may be a tiny poo, but I believe in you. Go do your Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. 60 seconds on the clock. Rest of the cast.
Sell that skew.
Oh,
Spoon.
thank you, Mr. Pooh. I love that you're so clean. You're not using that dirty word. Oh, you gotta buy this. It's so cuddly. It's like what are those things were called? Beanie Babies. That's a Beanie Baby. You gotta add it to your collection. It's great. And you know what? It doesn't stink like poo either. It's totally hypoallergenic. I can't believe I pronounced that right. Let me say it again. Hypoallergenic. And it's great. You could buy it and put it like in front of somebody and go, look at that poo in your lap or in your food. And people will go, wow, what's that? You go, It's just a hypoallergenic piece of poo that smells like perfume. Perfumed poo. That if your dog ate a bottle of perfume, it would smell like that when he went to doo-doo. Doo-doo's kind of like poo. Actually, it's the same thing. But buy the poo. It's $2. That's all.
Okay.
And
Well,
time.
that was super good, Joey. And we are going to see if we can get you some sales. We'll talk to the cast, our VR host included, and see what they say. Randy Holton, you have enough sauce in the city dollars to purchase. Oh, wait, you know what? I have to let him go first because you only got enough to purchase one item. So
Tony's got to sell his stuff.
that's right.
Yep.
Malfunction Junction. Are you ready for your item up for sale?
Is it drugs?
Maybe. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In the neighborhood of poo, you got the Squat and Trot. It's a toilet treadmill. You can sit on the toilet and do your business and get physical all at the same time. 60 seconds on the clock. Rest of the cast.
So,
that poo.
You.
All right, guys, come on down and get your Squat Trot. This is the only portable toilet that you can take with you and never leave. It's a treadmill and a toilet, so you can shit and run at full speed. Why not? Who wouldn't want to do that? Lose all kind of weight, minus the cocaine or methamphetamine. This is just you working out full speed all the time. It'd be kind of something like this. Just don't grunt too hard. You may trip and fall off of the toilet on your face. Come on down now. They're $1.99 a piece. I'll let 5 of them go out to the first 3 people that come out here, which means 2 y'all got 5 of them. That's all. That's all right. I just want to watch. It'll be fine. There'll be door prizes and things like that for the winner. Whoever gets knocked out first has to take me home. That's just how that's going to work. Yeah, I come with it. But the Squat and Trot, it was a 2-inch, I believe, by 1 inch, whatever the hell that was. There it is. No, number 1 and number 2. You can do both at the same fucking time. Why not? Toilet treadmill. This is for the laziest person in your life. These are the people that have chicken nuggets in the toilet.
Time's up. All right. Well, we've got the Squat and Trot and the positive poo. All right. Let's see if we could get some sales. Randy Holton, you've seen both items up for sale. Which one would you spend your sauce in the city dollars on, and why?
It's a very tough choice, I tell you what. I don't know if I want either one, but if I gotta choose, I really don't want to be running while I'm pooping. I mean, that could get messy, couldn't it? Be throwing missiles around somewheres. So we're gonna buy the other poo. I gotta throw that at somebody
The
or something.
positive poo. We got one for Joey Lee. All right, Damien, is it gonna be the Squat and Trot or the positive poo?
Oh, it's definitely got to be the Squat and Trot, especially after an all-night bender. If it comes out and it's going to hydrate you off the bowl, like hydroplane when it's coming out too fast, or, you get a little stopped up with too much Cheerios, you don't need Vaseline or shoehorn. You just run it out. I'm going with the Squat and Trot.
All right. We got one for the Squat and Trot, and we got one for the positive poo. Stephen Douglas, you are our tiebreaker. You have enough sauce in the city dollars to purchase one of these awesome items. Which one will it be and why?
I'm gonna have to go with the positive poo, because the Squat and treadmill, that's gonna create a mess, because you're gonna be friction rubbing and things are coming out, and you're gonna be like a fat person in the Play-Doh Fun Factory. I don't think I'm proud of that.
Well, it seems like we have a winner with the positive poo. Congratulations, Joey. You get
Winnie the
one.
Pooh, Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Pooh, Winnie Pooh, 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 Pooh.
Okay, we're gonna make that into a soundtrack. You got $2 more into your bank. You have not quite caught up with Malfunction Junction, but you have won this round. You have $8. Malfunction Junction, you have $9. You are currently in the lead, but it may all just change depending on what's going down on our next segment, which is Comedy VR co-host. Go for it.
All right, you say it, we do it. All right, Joey Lee, you are the one who's going to have to do the trivia question. Make sure you have 3 possible answers to choose from, and go ahead.
Okay, as you know, a lot of musicians, they have kind of pre-concert rituals, and one of them would sing the Monkees theme song prior to going on stage. Which artist was it? Was it Paul McCartney, A? Was it B, Elton John? Or C, the Beach Boys? Let me read it again.
Yeah, because Matt Timney, shout out to him out in the audience, he says it was Van Halen. So he threw me off. So repeat the question and the answers one more time.
Artists often have pre-concert rituals. And one of them, the ritual was to sing the Monkees theme song. Who was it? A, Paul McCartney, B, Elton John, or C, the Beach Boys?
All right, that is a very cool question, and you guys have the folks in the audience giving you some help. Matt Timney says Elton John. Michelle Laird says she's gonna go with Beach Boys. So who do you guys think it was? Let the conversations begin.
Well, it's
My
a
wife Johnny says
band.
the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys, because Elton John was a single and Paul McCartney's a single guy singer at the time. So the Beach Boys were a band. The Monkees were a band.
There you go.
That's kind of something in
Beach
Beach
Boys,
Boys.
Yeah, Beach Boys.
I'll go with that.
All right. The Beach Boys. Let's check it out. Joey Lee, what say you?
The correct answer is Paul McCartney of the Beatles.
Jesus Christ.
He was, his own self, his own band. He would come out, a guy would be strumming the song. He'd have 3 or 4 people around. They walk through the aisles behind the stage singing, "Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. People say we monkey around. We're too busy singing. Blah, 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 blah." So I guess I won.
Yes, they got it wrong. So you get to hold your own fate in your hands. Do you want to do 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else? Plus, you have another $5 in your bank, giving you a total of $13 over Tony's $9. So what
It was 10.
I want to do 3 minutes of whatever.
Okay.
Do I pick?
No, your fellow castmates will pick. Everybody, cameras on. And Randy, please stop banging that. I'm gonna call the law on you.
Sorry about that.
For elder abuse. Stop that. Okay. So he says he wants to do 3 minutes of something else. That 3 minutes is left up to you guys to decide. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. What are you guys thinking?
I think Joey Lee should negotiate a senior citizen living application.
With Yeah.
With all
With
oh with
Section
all
8
with
Oh.
Alzheimer's. With Alzheimer's.
and
He's got-
Section 8.
Okay.
Yeah, with Alzheimer's. So he forgets everything.
Okay.
There you go.
So if I'm to hear this right, he is to negotiate a sales lease with Alzheimer's on Section 8. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys all agree. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Locked.
All right, Joey Lee, your fellow castmates have put a task before you to negotiate a rental contract agreement as a person with Alzheimer's and trying to get on Section 8. So 3 minutes and let the funny begin.
Hi, I'm Joey. I forget my last name. Do I need to know that? Okay. I don't, or I do. Oh. Okay. I'll come back tomorrow. Hi, I'm Joey Lee. I remember my last name. Aren't you proud of me? Who are you? I don't have any idea, but I'm trying to get into your building. No, I'm not a crook. At least I don't think I'm a crook. I might be a crook, but I forget. Do you have restrooms? I'll need a restroom. Where is it again? It's near the kitchen? Why do you put kitchens next to restrooms? Oh, I see the connection. You go to one and then you need to do the other. Oh. What's my name again? I'm sorry, I'll come back tomorrow. Hi, I'm Joey Lee. I'm back again for the third or fourth or fifth time, I think. I can't remember. Do you like my hat? Well, I'm here to apply to be living in your big building. It's a really nice color. What color? I don't know. What color is it? What are you talking about? Colors? Orange is my favorite color. Don't you get it? Orange color. What's my name again? Oh, sorry. I'll be back tomorrow. Hi, I'm Joey Lee. I'm back again. It's so good to see you, Mr. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. What's your name again, Mrs. Fauntleroy? Mrs. Fauntleroy. I'm Joey. I forgot. I'll be back. Hi, Mrs. Fauntleroy. I'm Joey Lee. I'm so great to be here. I've spent all week here and really have enjoyed it.
Time. Oh my gosh. Now that is some good stuff. All right, Randy, camera on. How did Joey Lee do with the other?
Oh, it was good. I liked it. I definitely liked it. The only thing I thought was, because usually we show up at that desk, going to push that application in front of you. So then you can start saying, I don't know what my phone number is. What's your address right now? I have no idea. So if we could have done a little bit of that. But it was good, though. Yeah.
Okay. Damien, what do you think?
I think that was Joey Lee's best improvisational set to date. Good job, Joey.
Thank you.
Stephen Douglas, what do you think?
I think he sold being on having Alzheimer's, trying to get an apartment. I think he sold that pretty good, trying to get on Section 8. Yeah, real good job, Joey.
Hey,
What
all
sound-
right.
What sound effect are you giving me?
Well, I mean, I'd let you in the building. You know, I definitely did a good job. I agree with Damien. That is your best improvisational set yet. You sold it, and I kind of believed for a minute you may have went retarded just a little.
Great job there, Joey Lee. Michelle Laird says, loved it. So, and also says, great job, Joey. So, kudos to you on the 3 minutes of funny. You guys are doing fantastic with your timing. So good for you. We're going to get on to our next segment. My VR co-host.
My 2 cents. This is where the contestants get to put in their 2 cents on a variety of subjects. And we're going to take it away with Miss Brenda Brown. What do we have with my 2 cents? Okay, here's what it is. Shit, where's my glasses? Okay, hold on. I got it. Okay. Question. As a comedian, have you ever received a standing ovation? And the bonus is, have you ever been requested to do an encore? So let's go with Randy. Your 2 cents on that question.
The fact is, that's a yes and a yes. I did a 10-minute guest spot at the now Funny Bone, used to be the Tampa Improv, and I got a standing ovation, and I did a 3-minute encore, and I got to deliver drinks to the headliner. I killed it.
Good job. Joey Lee, same question.
Well, I never got officially either, but my closest is I was doing a show at a biker bar in Youngstown, and that was the first time as I walked off the stage, they were chanting, Joey, 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 and I didn't prompt them to do anything. In fact, after I got off stage, they kept chanting it. The next comedian was on, and they were chanting my name still. So I went up, put my arm around him. I said, hey, it's now his turn, so let's start chanting his name. And then I got off stage. And then the other one was, one time I was doing an open mic. I was doing Keeps and Sucks, and my 5 minutes was up, and the crowd was saying, like, let him do more, let him do more. So they let me do another like 5 minutes of stand-up because the crowd was asking. That's my near misses.
Steven, you chime in, Steven.
I've never had that. I'd love to have that standing ovation in the encore. I'm hoping someday I can achieve that, but I haven't as yet. But I'm working on it, so someday, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know.
And Tony Klein, you chime in. What's your 2 cents?
Well, the closest thing I've ever had to an encore was a set over in Ohio. I was only supposed to do like 10 minutes, but nobody really showed up, so I wound up doing 22. As far as a standing ovation, I've had that one time, and I really don't even know what it was I did. I just went up there and talked, and they loved it.
Those are the best kind.
Very.
Well, I got a standing ovation, and I was told to leave, and my encore was them cuffing me. So I that's about all I got.
And that has been this segment of my 2 cents, where my comedic friends, as you can see, come to the table with some really good stories. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? Since we have been doing such great timing, I'm going to allow for a third trivia question because we are burning through this time. So you guys are doing a great job. So as decided by the cast, who will do this third trivia question?
Dickie.
Well, It's been Joey Lee and Tony. So Steven or me, or does the VR host do it too?
Yep, it's up to you guys.
Man, all of them dickies.
Hey, it's never boring with Damien.
Never.
You got to tell us where that Dickie head ass came from.
Oh, well, my wife tried to put my Damian Seaman Facebook page got hacked by my kids, and they were fucking with me, putting up, I don't know, all kinds of weird shit up on my page. So my wife, she wanted to put up Dickhead, and they denied that 3 times. She kept trying. So finally she put up Dickie and then head ass, and it's stuck. So it's been there ever since. That's why I got Dickie head ass. Thank you, Connie. my trivia question is this: how did Napoleon measure masculinity? Was it hands, feet, or nose?
Hands?
That's the question. How did Napoleon measure a man's masculinity? His hands, his feet, or his nose?
He had some eccentric things. I'm thinking nose.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, didn't he have kind of a large, kind of
Yeah.
interesting nose?
Yeah, he's practically a fucking midget.
I seen his death mask. He had a pretty big nose.
He used to put his hand in his pocket, right? Or in his coat, right?
Yeah, I sure did. I'm thinking just crazy nose.
Yeah,
Lock
let's
in on the nose.
Like nose.
lock that in.
The nose.
Okay. No, the answer is hand.
Jesus Christ.
The palm of your hand.
Why is that?
Get it wrapped around enough.
He grabbed his.
I don't know, because he had a big nose, he had a little dick. So he figured if he had little hands, he could find the guys in the front row with the big hands and check them out. Let me see your package.
Oh,
He's
wow.
right there in that area anyway.
All right, Damien. Well,
But the answer was hands.
because you are the VR host and they got it wrong and you got it right, and you are the VR host, I'm going to let you decide between Randy and Steven who is going to give us 3 minutes of comedy or something else, and you alone get to decide what the something else is. This is all on you. Who's going to perform and what are they going to do?
It's going to be Randy, and it is negotiating with a Hooters waitress about getting a 12 top.
All right, Randy Holton, you are negotiating at Hooters on how to get a 12 top. 3 minutes on the clock, and let the funny begin.
All right, let's see. I've got 12 people that I need to come in. Wow, you got big boobs. Those things are. What size are your boobs? Wow. Can I get your picture? Oh yeah, 12 people. We need 12 people. It's coming in for dinner. You say you don't have 12 people? How much money it'll take to give me 12 people? Wow, you've got big boobs. Those are, what size are those? Are those D's? There's double D's? Man, those things are beautiful. Oh, 12 people. Yeah. So we got to wait 3 hours. Are you kidding me? We take a little tip on the side, like how about a couple $100? Well, just put us in front of a couple other people. They'll never know. We won't tell nobody. Just throw us in there. Nobody says anything, right? But man, you've got some really good boobs. I can't stop looking at your boobs. Wow. What size are those things again? Man. And those hot pants you got on. Oh, man, you are hot. Hot. Boobs and ass all over the place. I just won't be looking at any food. Oh, 12 people. Right. I need 12 seats for Hooters. Just clear out some areas. We'll push out. It's way too crowded in damn Hooters. Way too crowded. let's push some tables over there. We'll push some tables over there, and make sure we have 2 waitresses waiting on us with big boobs like yours. two waitresses with boobs like yours. For us, that's extra. I'll give you a couple of extra hundred. So a couple extra hundred for the 12. Get us in first. Tell everybody else to fuck off. We're not gonna tell nobody. And I hope you don't mind if I stare at your boobs all night. Can I get a picture? You got your calendar. You got your calendar, right? Hooters counters, guys. I'll buy your Hooters calendar too. Yes, I will buy your Hooters calendar with your signature on it and a picture of your boobs. Just make sure you clear out some other tables. We get 2 other waitresses with boobs at double D's. We want 2 double D waitresses over here taking care of us. All right. So that's 12 seats.
And time.
All right. Well, that was super funny. And let's see what the cast has to say. All right, Damien, what did you think about Randy's 3 minutes on your something else?
I think he knew he was at Hooters.
I think so.
The only thing that confused me, he was all caught up on the A cups. I mean, I see Randy, his demographic, and his senior lifestyle. I mean, A cups would be good. Anything that's perked up would be good.
Joey Lee, camera on. What did you think about Randy's 3 minutes of other?
I don't know what a 12 topper is, so I couldn't get the jokes. I'm sorry, Randy. I guess I need to go back to school and learn this lingo that you talked about.
A 12
What is a 12 pop? What is a 12 popper?
A 12 top is a table set for 12 people. It's a and come back tomorrow, Joe.
Redo. He was very funny.
Stephen Douglas, camera on. What did you think about Randy's 3 minutes of other?
He was definitely confused on selling, getting a table, but he was stuck on those breasts for sure. But yeah, I thought he did a good job.
Okay. Malfunction Junction, what say you?
He definitely played the hell out of that autism card. I mean, Alzheimer's card. My bad. He was focused on some titties. I know that much. And ass. There was a lot of ass speaking there. He did work the table out eventually. We were going to move a bunch of stuff around one way or the other, put them just in the middle, and then have 2 of her come and do things. I think he did really good when he could remember about the table. You know, he did great.
All right. Well, Randy, great job on the 3 minutes. There's some feedback from your cast. I don't know. I was too focused on the boobs myself. I was like, I'm a girl. Why am I focused on her boobs? All right.
Have you been to Hooters?
Actually, I took my son, but that's a different show. Anywho, we have come to the end of the episode where it is up to us to pay homage to those who have had something to do with our uprising in our comedy world or other worlds, you know, because there are other stuff past comedy. So, let's do that tonight. So 60 seconds on the clock to thank someone in your life other than your comedy family. Look at me. All right, Randy, 30 seconds on the clock. 30 seconds.
Other than my comedy family, I'd have to thank Mom, really, because her sense of humor was very, very odd, but she had a favorite word. It was called whopper jawed. Google it. That's a real word right there, whopper jawed. And I love saying whopper jawed. Look it up. It's a real word, whopper jawed. And it basically means something is crooked, out of place, or somehow contorted the way it's not supposed to be. And so I love saying that word because I don't think a lot of people, it's kind of an old word and nobody really knows what it means. But it's a real word. It's in the dictionary. It's in the thesaurus. Wabberjawed. And thank Mom. She gave me that word.
Well, shout out to your mom because she gave us you and the word Whopper Jaw. And I'm going to be looking that up just because I'm nosy. Shout out to you, Randy. Thank you for swinging by and sharing your funny for yet another time. Okay, Damien. 30 seconds on the clock. Someone other than your comedy family.
Well, like I said before, shout out to my mother. God rest her soul. She was an inspiration and, truly stood behind me. Well, she didn't have a choice, really. She's only like 5'1". But, yeah, she was the one who told me to not give up. And I just wish that she was alive today to where she could see where it took me. And it didn't take me very far, but I mean, it has taken me around the country, and I've met thousands and thousands of comedians and performed in thousands of rooms. And I just love the craft, I love the art, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my mother. So I'll leave it at that. So my shout outs to her.
Well, shout out to Mama Dickie Headass. May she rest in peace, and thank her for giving us you. All right, Joey Lee.
Poor decision making.
30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
Well, for mine, it's very easy. I want to shout out and thank and say I love to my fiance Lily, who will become my bride on Friday.
Aww.
We're getting married in a couple days. Ding dong, blah 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 blah.
Going to the chapel and gonna get married. Go to the chapel and well, shout out to you and your lovely bride to be, and congratulations, Joey Lee. We always love to hear good news like that, and we thank her for giving us you at least for a couple of hours a night, a week. And I think we're starting to get better.
And if I could get married to someone, you can too.
This has been a Sauce in the City PSA. All right, Stephen Douglas, 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out to someone other than your comedy family.
All right, I have to shout out to my Uncle Elmer, who is passed away. But this guy, one of the funniest guys I ever knew growing up as a teen. Is my father's brother. He lived down south, lived down in Texas. And a lot of the southern mannerisms I picked up from him. A lot of jokes I received from him, and my love of comedy was kind of boosted at a young age by him. So I want to give a shout out to him. And I also want to give out a shout out to my sister Joanna, who has been my rock, the solid rock of my family. And she's gone through some really hard, troubling times. And I want to thank her for being there for me very, very much.
Aw. Well, shout out to all of your family, especially your sister, because we all need somebody to be there for us. So shout out to them for giving us you, and shout out to you for coming by and again giving it a try. I know it sounded weird in the beginning, but you look like you're starting to fit right in. All right,
I hope.
Malfunction Junction, 30 seconds on the clock. Shout out.
Well, I'd like to thank God first for, fat women and cocaine. Without that, I don't know where I would be in life. Also, drug use. I want to thank drug use for my parents. That's the whole reason I got here in the first place. Without drugs, those ugly fuckers wouldn't. I would not be. I'm just saying. I would like to give a shout out to my buddy Amber. Both of them. There's two of them. It's weird. They both kind of push me this way and tell me that I can do all the things, not through Jesus, just, me doing all the things. I'm sure he helps, but, shout out to him too.
Well, shout out to your Amber Alerts, and shout out to God for just giving you enough internet for you to join us throughout the weeks, and to giving you the funny, because God knows you have that in spades. So shout out to you, and thank you for helping us to develop our games and to play along. Last but certainly, oh no, Randy was in there. Okay. We have a winner of the episode, and I believe it is Joey Lee with the total of $13. Did I get that right? Did I do my counting correct?
Yep. 13 there.
Yep.
$13. So starting in April, when we have our newbies on, this is the way they will earn and win money. And Tony, because you said $10, I have to go back and check the tape, but anywho, Joey had more than you, so he would take his bag and go home. So he would be leaving theoretically this episode with $13. Y'all give it up for the 13.
Yeah.
13 theoretical dollars. That's
13. Well, we have
Zero.
to kind of get the sauce right, so that in April, when we bring on our new folks, we all have it down pat. Shout out to Damien for his VR hosting ability.
Great job, Damien.
Great job. On our next episode, Damien will be flying solo by the seat of his pants. So that ought to be super fun. And that'll be on, the next time he's on. So I don't know if that's Friday or Sunday or Saturday, but you guys should definitely tune in because it's going to be fun. All right. And with that being said, we always like to give a shout out to our partners out there helping us to make a way. This is Locomotions Radio Podcast. Had a little conversation with them today, and they are super pumped to allow us to come into the studio and maybe put down a couple of episodes. Theirs is Locomotion Podcast Live. It's to be a part of the show. You can go and sit in and answer questions and talk to the cast live. There's snacks, drinks, vibes, and free parking. Everyone gets free entry all night. Can't beat that. Live from its gorgeous music headquarters. And that's the address right there. I'm not going to read it because that would be just too corny. But anyway, shout out to Move 'em Radio for partnering up with Sauce in the City and Vegas Icons to move us forward and to continue giving entertainment the space that it needs to breathe. Locomotion. And with that, you guys have a great night. We are out of here. Stay tuned.
Nobody noticed the beard.
I
said nobody noticed the beard.
Oh, we all noticed. I was going to tell you in the green room. But anyway, let us get out of here first. All right. Actually, you and Damien, both of y'all look like smooth 12-year-old face boys, but that's on another episode. We're out of here, y'all.
Are you ready?